Hello everyone, welcome back to Etc. And today we have a brand new Etc. Space Program tutorial. And today we are featuring the Falcon 9 rocket, one of the most famous rockets in the 21st century by now, as it's kind of the USA's workhorse rocket, because, NASA has absolutely no funding. And they are struggling to even make the SLS over about 16 years, while you have independent contractors like SpaceX, who built the Falcon 9, do it in about 6 years. So, yeah, doesn't look good. But it's become pretty infamous, as many launches have been conducted over the last 3 or 4 years of this rocket. Even recently, I think only a few days ago from when this video was published, it was launched on a resupply mission to the International Space Station, or the ISS, which is pretty cool. But the outstanding feature of this rocket, if you don't know, but I think all of you, if you're watching this video, know about Falcon 9, but the first stage is reusable. And what that means is that it can go up and come back down in one piece and not explode, and you can just reuse it over and over again. So, that's kind of the background on Falcon 9. Don't want to go too in depth, except for the fact that it's a two-stage rocket, and fun fact, it's called Falcon 9 because it has 9 Merlin D engines, and yeah, that's why it's called Falcon 9. But now we shall grab those Merlin D engines in the form of our anvils, and then black concrete, white concrete, and some polished blackstone stairs to begin the tutorial. The anvils are just our mock-up engines, as I guess there's nothing that really looks that great and super small. Like, I could build up an engine, but those are kind of big and clunky. I think the anvil works very well here for an engine shape. But going to want to find where you're gonna want to build your rocket, and then make a 3x3 square of anvils. So 3x3 square of anvils. Then on the center anvil, you're going to want to put one block of black concrete on top. Remember to shift and space so you don't enter the anvil menu. And then on each side, go out 2 blocks to make a plus sign shape, just like so. Like so. So this plus sign shape, and then on the furthest bits, you'll want to go 1 block on each side of the black concrete. Whoops. Like so, and like so. And then bring that up. First of all, fill these in, because it looks nicer. Then bring it up 2 blocks. Very difficult to see, I know. Black concrete is literally just a black hole and an abyss that you cannot see into. It just sucks up all the light. But going to want to go up 2 blocks, so the entire engine mount here of black concrete is 3 blocks tall. And then in the middle, going to want to go up 1 block, so like so, that's the shape there. In the middle of the top, I guess. The top of the engine mount, black concrete here, and the middle, like 1, 2, 3, so the second block. And then do that on all sides. Now, getting into the massive fuel tank of the first stage, because you need a lot to get into orbit. So, going to grab some white concrete, and then going to want to go up 36 blocks, as the first stage booster is 40 meters tall. Sorry, I had to think of that. And this is a almost 1-to-1 scale. Not quite exactly, but very, very close to 1-to-1 scale of the Falcon 9. And the first stage reusable booster is 40 meters tall. And each block in Minecraft is, what is it? A meter tall. Blanked on that one. So, just going to want to go up, what did you say? 36 blocks. I have awful memory sometimes, but going to want to go up that 36 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 36. So just like so, you got 36 blocks of white concrete. You're going to want to do that all the way around. So just gonna speed up the footage as makes it a lot more bearable. And it's just the same thing over and over again. So let's do that now. Alrighty. So, now we have the basis of our first stage fuel tank. Pretty easy. Ooh, I might have realized accidentally brought it up 1 block too high. It's still 36 blocks. I just accidentally must have brought it up a block too high. But here is our first stage booster fuel tank. Now going all the way back down, going to want to put some landing legs on this bad boy. And it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks tall of black concrete in the corner here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks tall. And then put a polished black stone stair upright and then facing back. And then upside down facing back again. And then you're just going to want to do that on all the sides, because it has 4 landing legs and, you know, keeps it actually stable when landing, coming back from not quite orbital velocity, but very, very fast at the least. Well, it slows down quite a bit in the atmosphere, so not very close to orbital velocity now that I think about it. But it still goes very fast. And these things gotta absorb the last bit of kinetic energy coming in from the booster. Because, you know, falling and science and whatnot. Alrighty. Enough of the science talk, let's get back into the building. So, now we're going to want to do the interstage, which is kind of just the portion of the first stage that connects to the second stage and houses the large Merlin D vacuum engine that, you know, propels the spacecraft into orbit and puts the payload in its desired trajectory. So, the interstage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks tall. It's impossible to count with black concrete. And you're just going to want to go all the way around again, around the top here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And by the way, just don't fill in the middle unless you have World Edit. It really does not matter. You could maybe, I thought of this once, you could maybe like put, what is it, blue stained glass and whatnot. Some blue stained glass and basically like put in some blue stained glass here and whatnot and make it kind of look like the Hydrolox, or I think that's, yeah. Sorry, just blanked on that. Falcon 9 runs on hydrogen, fuel, and oxygen, so you could maybe fill it up with, like, some light blue stained glass and whatnot to make it kind of look like that, but nobody's really going to see it, so why even fill it in the first place, even with solid blocks? But for the interstage here, just doing the whole bringing it up 7 blocks on all sides, it's just the exact same thing as generally everything else with the rockets, as they're pretty symmetrical except for the fine details, as that's kind of the point of a rocket, to keep it all aerodynamic like that. Alrighty, so there is our interstage, and we can add a bit of details on them. So just going to grab some polished blackstone walls, got our polished blackstone stairs, and at the top in the middle, so the second block, going to just want to put 2 blackstone walls going downwards from the top, like so. And then on the sides here, so whichever sides are not going to be your front, this side is going to be my front. Going to want to put upside down polished blackstone stairs on the 2 sides of it. Now, going to want to build up the fuel tank for the second stage, and it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks tall with white concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm just going to do that around the rest of it. Alrighty, there we have it, the fuel tank for the upper stage, the second stage. And now we have the payload fairing, which is the part of the rocket that covers up the sensitive stuff, satellites, on the inside, and will deploy once the pesky atmosphere is out of the way. So, actually, you might need to bring up this fuel tank, quote-unquote, up 1 more block so we can place the smooth quartz stairs around it. So, on the flat sides, going to want to put upside down smooth quartz stairs facing backwards, like the flat part facing backwards. And in the corners, you're going to want them facing like this. So if here's the front, you're going to want them facing this way, not that way. And then same thing here. And then do it on the sides as well. And then just wrap it around like so. Now going to want to build up the majority of the payload fairing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then once again just bring it all the way around, but this time on top of the smooth quartz stairs. So let's do that now. Alrighty, so there is the majority of our payload fairing. Now we're just going to want to kind of top it off, so to say, to make it into the point and make it all nice and aerodynamic. So, going to wanna put smooth quartz stairs right side up, this time on top, but the same direction as the bottom there. So, like so. And then going to want to once again basically bring it up and fill in the spaces that are not covered by basically once again make the same 5x5 square with its corners missing as the rest of the rocket, but back up here, and make sure to fill in the corners at the bottom so you can't see inside the rocket with the stairs here, like can't see here, because that would be not good from a realism standpoint. But now, on top of that, you're going to, well, diagonally, not directly on top, going to want to make a 3x3 square like so. Then a plus sign, and then one block on top of that. And then there is our payload fairing. So that is the rocket, the base of the rocket, done. But don't go anywhere yet, because there are absolutely no details, and it looks very, very bland. So, first of all, I think the grid fins, which are very, very, very important, will be slapped on first, and, well, you're gonna need a banner, so loom, gonna need a loom, and then gonna need white banner and some white, or not white, black dye. I'm not very good at bannering, but I can get by, to put it lightly. So I'm going to want to basically put the white banner in here, and I believe, what's this? I think it's the, I don't know. I don't know the names for each of these, and I don't think that's good. But the easiest way to do this is basically put the, what is this? The field mason, the brick pattern on it, and then let's grab some white dye, and then put the, what is this? The jagged pattern on, whatever it's called. I think it's the border indented. It's either the, I don't know which one it is. I don't know banner that well. So, going to want to put our grid fins, quote unquote, in the corners of the upper stage, or no, not the upper stage, the upper of the first stage, right underneath the interstage. That's a lot of stage in the same sentence. And going to want to put 4 of them facing towards you so you can see them, and they look pretty. Now, grabbing some red concrete, going to want to make that classic Falcon logo. So, boom, the corner there, 2, and then down to make the Falcon logo. And then I'm going to grab F and 9 for Falcon 9. And, well, I have absolutely no idea how to make these banners. I just quite literally got the command off the internet, and I'll just leave the command in the description to get them. So, F9, and then, well, pretty simple, the US flag. It's not that difficult to make. If you need a rundown, here you go. So, white banner, red dye, and then blue. Not very difficult. Put your white banner in, put your red dye in, get the stripy pattern, boom, and then get the blue dye, and then in the corner there, boom, you have an American flag. Not very difficult. And you're just going to want to put that one block under the banner that is literally just F. So, that is almost all of it. I'm going to want to now, sorry, I had to clear up my inventory, get SpaceX, the words in banner form. Once again, I have absolutely no idea how to do this. I'm just going to leave the commands in the description, and that is start the S, or place the S banner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks below the American banner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So the 6th block will be an S, S, P, A, C, E, X. SpaceX. And yeah, so there are the banners and almost complete, but want to add just a bit more detail, then you can add this fuel line on the left hand side to just give it a bit more realism and I guess not make it as flat. And it's just going to go from the bottom of, or the top of the fuel mount and the bottom of the first stage all the way up to the interstage. And you're just going to use some polished blackstone walls going all the way up, or down in this case, and then put, say, some black pieces of concrete on the sides, pretty varied and very scattered. I only do like 3-ish, so it doesn't look too wonk. But, alas, that is the end. Your Falcon 9 should now be complete, and if it is, hopefully you were able to follow the tutorial, and if you did, might as well leave a like so you can show other people that got a good business going on here, got some good Falcon 9 tutorials, hopefully, and leave a like, more people will see it, so that would be much appreciated. And if you want to see some more space tutorials, check out the playlist in the bottom left hand corner, or hit the subscribe button for more new space tutorials coming soon, hopefully every Thursday. Times may vary. But with that, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.